All right. Good morning. Good morning. Where's my chat? I know people are going to be yelling at me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, whatever, Leonel. Good morning. Good morning. I have a microphone and this is far too low. Gosh, I'm so not ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to hang out with you. Actually, I have to fix this. This is going to drive me nuts, but even though I can't see it, I see it on the screen. Just a second. Man, I adjust this camera so that there, that's better. I can't see the. All right. I'd call it hot mess. Hot mess something, but it's Friday. It doesn't rhyme. So good morning, everybody. I am so sorry to be here late. Yeah, 2 days late. I should have done this video on Wednesday. Any video on Wednesday, right? But no. I should just sleep in, roll over and say, I'm not coming today. And then Thursday, I completely slept through everything. Yeah, I woke up at 8:28. I remember the time, and I actually forgot that I did a live stream at that moment. And rolled out of bed, started my morning, and I was like, I do a live stream in the morning. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's where my brain was. I had lost it. I've been doing too many amazing things, but I created this and I want to show it off. Let me see. I'm faster. I love this thing. I love it. Just a second. Let me go to the center somewhere. Yes, I love this thing. You probably can't hear me. I don't even know how to talk over this. Let me turn it down a little bit. But I made this. This is one of the reasons why I wasn't here is, yeah, got too tied up with my other stuff. So yeah, that's my excuse. That's why my homework was late. The dog ate it. And I am not ready for today's live stream. So, you know, I want to reach out to you guys because I have been catching up on the news a little bit. As you can see, there's no tabs open. There are no tabs. I should just go to Leonel's stream because there's probably something there that I could look at. But yeah, so I apologize, but I am completely out of it this morning. But I wanted to have the live stream, and I have been looking at some of the tweets that have been going on. Leonel, you're on screen right now, Lord Leonel. I put that up, but you know, forget about Leonel. I actually want to talk about all the different changes that are going on right now in the XRP community. What's going on with Ripple? And I will probably do a search for the hashtag that's been used over the last couple of days by that team as they try to push stuff out, because that has really caught my attention. I have to boost up my microphone here a little bit more, but that has really caught my attention. The University Blockchain Research Initiative, they have been running a bunch of, like a whole little series at Berkeley University, having people come up and talk. Joel Katz gave us an amazing picture of him behind the podium, which I thought was really awesome. As well, they've also gone through Ripple. Ripple has gone through and done a bunch of rebranding. And, you know, they've changed the name, right? Like, I feel like I'm back in the old days where they, you know, no longer call me Prince. I'm now the symbol formerly known as Prince, right? Because they've totally redone their website. This is not the Ripple that we knew, where it was like geeky pictures of things connecting, old blockchain style, you know, node connecting diagrams that totally slow down your computer. Instead, it's much more cohesive as I don't want to say a brand, because they had a really cohesive brand before, but what we used to call, you know, XRapid has now been totally renamed to be on-demand liquidity, right? ODL. Odal, they don't know how to spell. Yeah, Danny gets on my case about not knowing how to spell. Like, oh my goodness, all these misspellings, because she saw build and she's like, that spelled wrong, and I'm like, yeah, we spell it as build. But you know, ODL, on-demand liquidity seems like another misspelling for old, but it's actually on-demand liquidity. And I was talking to somebody about this, and I thought this was interesting. On-demand liquidity. You guys will see if I know how to spell or not. And let me view. I do not know. Do not show. I hate it when that is showing. Oh, it's not showing. Okay, good. So on-demand liquidity, an interesting thing about this is that they actually own this name. Like, in regards to on-demand liquidity, which when you say it, you know exactly what it ties to, right? The ability to be on-demand liquidity, and they own this. So nobody else is yet using this term. It totally ties back to Ripple. And we have a lot of big announcements coming out right now in regards to different startups that they're working with. And that all of that is coming through the University Blockchain Research Initiative, UBRI. And so let's go and look for that hashtag really quickly. Actually, I've got Twitter open over here. Hashtag University Block. Oh, there we go. See, right on top. Right. And so this hashtag is tying us into tons of, like, these are all different presentations that are going on. It's happening at the university. It's geared towards trying to bring, innovators on. You look at this audience that we have here, and this is not scripted. I'm doing this real time. This is me doing my research. How old are the people in the crowd? So we have one balding guy here and another one over here. But just looking at these shirts, like, look at this hair here. This is a young person, another balding guy over here, right? So this whole, and I think that's Joel Katz up there talking right now. Yep, that's him. So, when I go out and I look at these different pictures, these people that are talking, what they're talking about, it's really about bringing people into what's going on and, more so about what has been going on and talking about the innovation that they've been rolling out. So I'm really interested in hearing I want you to tell me the news because I'm so out of touch right now. This is all I've been really noticing in regards to what's going on, is the fact that they're really trying to show the world that things are changing. And I'm seeing that on their website, right? With the rebranding that they've done on the website, they've renamed things. So we don't know whether the symbol formerly known as Prince. And they have great partnerships that they're really starting to showcase. And, who runs on Ripple, like, look at the web. This is completely different. When I came out here and looked at this, I was like, it sort of like felt like when Sally came in and, she comes in with purple hair. You were a brunette yesterday. Now your hair is like fuchsia purple. What happened? I'm looking at it. I know that, change is underway, but it's like all at once. It's just like, nope, I'm completely done. Me and Chip have broken up. And what about Chip? Like, Chip did his show yesterday. There's so much change going on. I almost feel like I need to go and see a therapist. And so I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this. Am I missing something, right? Like, do you guys get the feeling that something much bigger is happening? And we're just starting to be clued into it. And, we're not going on wild speculation here, but we're seeing the signs. Ripple has fuchsia hair right now. Okay, maybe not. But, this is different. They're changing things on us. So, and then, with this this hashtag here, which if you guys haven't looked at it, I'll include it right here. What is going on? What happened to my friend? And on top of that, like, I just started following a new person. Like, there's new people who haven't previously spoken up before who are now saying things like Joe Smo, right? I just found this person. This person has an old account and is now commenting on our stuff. Like, who said you could comment? And this sneaky chicken person, right? Like, this is another person who has decided to just all of a sudden, and maybe I just didn't see them before, but all of a sudden is out there, correcting Lionel. Like, who corrects Lionel? Like, what's going on? And sharing stuff. Like, this account has been around since November 2011. And I know you guys are like, what is this? Where is this crazy woman going right now? But I don't get to plug into the news as much as I used to. And do some of the deep dives on, I find something and I go deep on it and then come back up and go deep on something else. Instead, I feel like I'm floating on top of all of the news and really plugging into some of the big stories that are coming out, right? And one thing that I saw, it was actually XRP Bones, and I just call him Bones, but he was talking about one of the screens that was being shown, and BitTrue's on there, right? Talking about Xspring, and BitTrue is on there. So what is going on behind the scenes that we're not hearing about, and where are these people coming from? This person has 13 followers. Who gave them the right to respond to Lionel? Like, these are the people that have been watching from the backgrounds and now feel compelled to make comments about the fact that XRP is an amazing technology. And to me, it seems like they totally feel inspired to speak up and get involved. So we'll stop scrolling because they seem to go in a completely different direction very quickly. But yeah, and it's not all about me. Let's keep going back to Lionel or somewhere else. No, we'll stay on that right there. Ubercon. So let's catch up with what's going on. I need you guys to tell me what is going on. Why is all this change happening? What do you guys think about the University Blockchain Research Initiative conference that's been going on? What about the rebranding that's been going on with Ripple? A little bit of a different show because I just finished waking up after being asleep for many hours. Yeah, 12 hours of sleep is good for me. But, you know, I feel like there's a lot of change going on and I want to hear what you guys have to say. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. It's going to be more about the chat and, you know, let's have a discussion about this. Let's get an opportunity to hear from each other and really drive into what's going on. So with that, we are going to the chat. I have it very short and small. And hopefully when I look down, I did an interview the other day and I was looking at the screen and I was like, I look at the screen too much. So here this morning, Nate was first, followed by SBO, Danny Torres, good morning. Lionel, we spent some time on your page. Lord Lionel. King 1969. Tina Hall, fantastic to have you here this morning. Ferdy, I'm sorry I haven't responded to your email. I have lots of opinions. This man offers lots of questions. I have a question about this and a question about that. And it's like, holy cow, I've got lots of questions too. Calvin Knight, fantastic to have you here. Albertina Elf, one of my favorite people. Something clever. I feel like I'm breathing into this. That's why I have the headset so I can actually hear if I'm blowing your ears out. Matt Richter, fantastic to have you here. Something clever. I found you on Twitter, so I feel very good about that. And yeah, that takes us to the end. That's what happens when you go away for days. Patricia, fantastic. I don't know if you guys are following Patricia, but she is a coil creator and puts out a lot of great information. She's been very helpful in helping to spread the word about the all things not all things XRP. I'm sorry. Scratch that. And I'm breathing into the microphone now. I found this microphone. But she's been very helpful in helping us with the Here for XRP campaign and also just spreading the word, helping us all connect with Coil. If you are a Coil creator and are trying to get plugged in, help grow your articles, grow your fan base, definitely connect with Patricia. Let me get her going up here for a second. And let's see, where is it? I can't see. I have this microphone and now I can't see. You don't know how much change has come into my life. This Patty, Alex, there she is. Right. So this woman right here, give her a follow. If you're interested in Coil and actually want to really get plugged into the community on Coil and what they're doing, she is definitely a follow. She will help you. She's a very helpful person in our community who is helping to drive change and adoption. So thank you so much for making this show, Patty. Awesome to have you here. And Bubba's here somewhere. Oh, the crypto camper also showed up. Always there with the flowers. I love it. So I really want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this University Blockchain Research Initiative? I saw a comment from Lionel, so I'm going to scroll back a little bit. It was something about corridors opening up. Corridors opening up. So Danny says, I think that Ripple was focused on advertising their speed. Now that's not really an issue. So ODL is what sets them apart. I think that's a really good point. I think that is a really good point. But it's a complete rebranding. Like they took their entire site and, you could just change one little part of your site and say, oh, we rebranded it as this. I think you're right because, last year, and maybe it was around this time, I could be wrong on the timing, but they launched their Ripple, all the partnerships, people that wanted to be part of RippleNet is what it was called then. And I think RippleNet is underway. They marketed RippleNet as being XRapid, XCurrent, and XVia. And now, the focus is on on-demand liquidity as they continue to bring on more partners. and all about all the different partnerships they have here. Calvin Knight says Ripple got the green light. They are not a security, so now they are finally marketing XRP. That brings up an interesting comment. I didn't get a chance to hear what was being said. I've seen a couple of videos with sound bites, but supposedly Ripple was XRP was actually mentioned during some congressional hearings this week. I did listen to one soundbite that was shared by Darren XRP where it was the congressman that was speaking was talking about how things are now set apart, right? Like we need to separate from the old technology, Bitcoin, and not think about that, but now focus on having, and he was focused on stable coins, right? But everything is now documented was the big takeaway. You have this older gentleman that's used to really having to focus in on documentation on what is written where, and instead it's all, it was like, you never have to worry about where your mail is again. It's in your email, was the tone of his comment. Like, wow, it remembers everything forever. This is going to be fantastic. The playing field has changed. You don't have to go and track things. It's all there. There's no expectation to create these long records. Everybody can go and source the same information. And then he threw out the word Oracle, like you just have to go to the Oracle. And it was really cute to see it, because that's how you feel when you finally get plugged into what's going on. You feel like you know about this massive change, and you're excited about it. So you are, what I'm hearing is that people are really excited about what they're learning, and there's an opportunity for greater adoption. Now, my brain is still coming to. I feel like I could sleep another 12 hours sort of, but I doubt it. And, one of the things that stood out to me when he was talking, this congressman, and I'll try and find the tweet, but one of the things that stood out to me when he was talking was the fact that he was talking about things as if it was state governed, right? Like as if the state or the country, that this was a government program. And I'm not trying to speak speculation here, but it makes me question what kind of, what they are plugged into. And the reason I say that is because they are actually monitoring a lot of different systems. They have full instances of the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin, it's not a ledger, but they're tracking all the transactions. They have a full node. Same with Ethereum. I wouldn't be surprised if they also have it for the XRP ledger, and they're looking at it, right? They're doing analysis on it. So how they feel like they may own it because they have a node, it's mine. I have an email account, therefore I own Gmail. It's my Gmail, right? So as they're coming to understand how the technology works, having full visibility and being able to, analyze the data, work with the data, post things to the blockchain or to the distributed ledger, may give them a feeling that it's theirs. But the thing about XRP is that it's a global distributed ledger and nobody actually controls it, right? The more adoption we get, the more it's going to be distributed. So I see that we've also had Notorious XRP join. I don't know if you guys know, but Notorious often has a launch of their videos on Friday afternoon, generally around 5 or 6 o'clock my time. So if you have not attended one of their premieres, definitely go watch them. It's an amazing event, and I always enjoy it when I am there. So what else do you guys have to say? What news am I missing? So Lionel says corridors are about to open more globally. That's what's going on. Well, thank you for schooling me. I've been schooled. I've been fully schooled. Yes, Lionel says something clever. You have officially been stalked. Yeah, after being here and seeing something clever in the stream on a regular basis, I'm like, where are they? Are they on Twitter? Where are they? And then I found them and I was like, okay, all is well in the world. So Precious Beats, they are making it simple for marketing purposes. I think that, I think you could be right about that as well, Mr. or Mrs. Beats, because as you continue talking to people about something that's new and innovative and you get the same questions over and over again, find the same way to explain it, and they have that aha moment, it makes sense that you would start using that in your marketing instead of going through an hour-long discussion on what you thought would make sense to them, but instead focusing in on what makes sense to them. All right, Maddie Moons, welcome, Maddie Moons. Very happy you could be here. Danny says spring is ramping up, more development focused. It really is. Oh, that is another thing that I didn't look at that I thought was really interesting. And actually, XRP, if I go out here for XRP generally doesn't tweet about anything, not very much other than here for XRP, but there was, where is it? Very focused on a specific topic. Sorry, I thought it was out there. It's not, but spring has been, oh, I can do it. This, yes, they've just launched their channel. This is what I was trying to find. So spring, this account, is brand new. I don't know if you guys know about this. Launched in October 2019. So brand spanking new. So this is where we are going to see people rant. As you see, individual here ranting, raving, pointing at code on the screen like we can all read it. Whoa, right? But things are really ramping up. It's not that spring hasn't been doing things in the past, but here is a great place, a great account to stock if you are trying to, stay on top of all of the development that's going on. And that's really what spring is all about, is trying to help bring more developers to this space, help startups get started and launched, give them the funding they need so that they can focus their efforts on, really ramping up what we have going on with the XRP ledger, drive for adoption. And I think this is, here we go with one of those pictures where we have, I just wanted to see the picture. Here's BitTrue over here in this far corner. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I think that's what Bones was talking about, is they're on this specific page. But look at down here, we have, this is an individual contributor that we usually think about, and that is, and create some of the coolest stuff. So it's Rabbit. Let me go find them. So they're doing things and they're not telling us what's going on. And this is the stuff that I like the most. Rabbit, kick rabbit, rabbit kick. This is one of my favorite accounts. Rabbit Kick Club. I love this account. Let me share this as well in case you guys aren't stalking this individual. This is a great account. And I've never gone to their website. So let's open that up and see where it takes us. Yeah, isn't this the most exciting website ever? It should be flashy. It should be all this. No, what does it say here? We run an XRP validator node that includes Ripple's recommended validator list. So they're out there, working with Ripple, trying to help our ecosystem, but more in the shadow of everything that's going on. And they're on this page. They're right down here, right? And we've got Berkeley University, lots of great things. XRP Scan, another account that we think is not really doing much, but is doing stuff. Actually, now that I see the logo, I realized they were in my stream the other day. Oh my goodness. The XRP Ledger Explorer. Let's go to their site and see what they're got going on. Right? So a lot of really great people. Oh my goodness. This is supposed to be pretty. Let's go back to the Ripple site. This is much prettier. All right. Pretty site. And then you've got data. To the non-technical people out there, it's like, what the heck am I supposed to do with all this? Right? But this is the type of stuff that we need to continue to have happen so that we can have our innovators really building out awesome solutions. The more that people make access to the information a lot more readily available, the more that people start to envision what they can do and what they can build. So I think this is a very beautiful site. I don't mean to, rag on anybody's site, because I think it's a very beautiful site because it's giving us the information that we need. And here's a registry of all of the validators. We've got XRP Ledger stats, the metrics, how many payments, accounts created. And this is for October 3rd, what happened. And this is really interesting because I often wonder, what is the variance between the amount of transactions that we have. I'm sorry, let me start that sentence again. what is the difference between the volume that we have coming from the exchanges and the volume that we have that's actually going through based on payments and that type of information? And I haven't figured out how to plug into that in a really pretty beautiful way. Sure, you can make a graph, but you know, it's sites like this that start to really give us more information. And let's take this hash right here and see what we can do if we put it in the search up here. What's going to happen? All right. Nope. Object not found. Back up. So, all right. Sorry. Yes, me on one of my rabbit trails down. Love rabbit kick. Me too. And Miss Rabbit Kick is another account to follow. XRP Carolina, good morning. Welcome. Happy you're here. Ferdy says, many states currently are very unclear about their stance towards crypto. They are seemingly delaying any public statements so they can first understand the specifics surrounding this new innovation. And I agree, like they're trying to catch up, but it's sort of like them trying to catch up with email. It doesn't stop it from moving forward. You know, when we look at, and this has also been, you know, out there the last week, you know, when we look at Libra Calibra and what they're doing, they're not stopping. You know, just because you want us to stop doesn't make us stop. It's like telling your teenager, you can't go to the party. Does it actually mean that they don't go to the party? Maybe, but you know, depends on your kid. So, David D says, hey, Tina Hall, missed you all yesterday. Got to hop to a board meeting shortly. Awesome. Take us to the board meeting, David. So, you know, David, one of the great things that happened yesterday is that I slept in. So sorry I wasn't here, guys. And I'm sorry I'm not prepared today. I apologize for that. Just been very, very busy, but it doesn't mean that I don't love you all. She revealed the bikini. You want to talk about doing some revealing? There is a dance out there that I am going to be doing. I actually found what I'm going to wear for my first instance of that video because I have too much fun. We have this challenge in regards to singing, and I did one, and of course I'm over here every time I start belting out a song to the tune of my radio. I'm like, oh, I should do this for the challenge, and it's like, nope, I already did my challenge response. I can't do any more, but I want to. And so there's a dance challenge because the XRP theme song, which I played at the very beginning, and you guys need to go and check out this video. This video is awesome and amazing. It took a lot of work to put this together, even though it's not the best video ever, but it took a lot of work, and that's not working. So I'll just copy this. But this video, and I don't know what it's going to do when I post this in, it doesn't always cooperate. This video is actually for all of the different slides that were created for people to hold up and say why they're here for XRP. That collection of slides are available under the Here for XRP account drive, so that people can say why they're here. And so I wanted to get all these ready so that, it was one of my great ideas. Oh, maybe they can hold up a sign, and people are like, shush up. But to everybody who cares, I think I'm actually done coming up with more ideas to throw on to what we're trying to drive for Here for XRP. Just need to focus on what's already out there. I promise I will just focus on that. But I have more good news. I actually can't grab it here, but XRP, I don't know if I can do this. XRP tip. No, I cleared my cache on my computer the other day, and so I can't ping into it, but we've actually passed 3,000 XRP, and it's all your guys' fault. So it's your fault. Still we're on target for 10,000 is what I tell the people that listen. Good morning, XRP. Angel Connie, fantastic to have you here. It's been a hot mess of a show. And Ferdy says, we anticipate that we will have more info to share with the community on this matter within the next month. Oh, and so going back up a little bit more, because Ferdy is obviously telling us something. So Ferdy says, so earlier Ferdy was saying that a lot of states are unclear, and I am sorry for being behind in the chat, but a lot of states are unclear about what's going on with digital assets, what their stance is. So therefore, because of that, they don't have very much to say right now. And so he continued with his comment saying, as such, it's impossible for us to get explicit written approval from the majority of states. Our compliance team, which is headed by a former senior staff member of the SEC, is working daily to ensure that we are operating within the law and can obtain all necessary licenses and approvals once they are available. I have no clue what I'm reading about. She didn't, um, I don't know who, we anticipate that we will have more info to share with the community on this matter within the month. Ferdy, what are you talking about? I'm so confused right now, but it sounds really awesome. And I'm sorry to be behind because I would have stalked you on this a second ago. So, Ferdy, are you talking, was that a statement by Ripple, or was that a statement by somebody else? I would love to know that. Does Ferdy work at Ripple? I don't know. Maybe he's the bear. Maybe he is the bear. No, I don't think Ferdy works at Ripple, but I am not sure. I can't confirm or deny that, in all honesty. Snaggy Red, awesome to have you here. So I am 21 away from 20 away. Who are you? You're 20 away from 1.1K. I want to tell everybody to go and follow you. I think that would be a great idea, so you can get those 20 people, but I don't know if they will. But thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate you. So this is about thru. Okay, fantastic. So if we just go back up for a second, so it sounds as though thru is going to have some news for us, because they are trying to do all the licensing necessary to have better exposure within the States. So we won't share your secret. You can tell us everything. Just tell us it all. Tell us everything that's going on. No, I'm joking. Please don't. It's really important for startups that you hold their secrets in confidence so that they have the ability to grow and bring their technology out to the masses and be very successful. So we're coming towards the end of this show, and I've given you a couple of people to stalk. One that I'm just to keep it all very real, because with the University Blockchain Research Initiative full underway, and a lot of people who are probably not in this space but are like, yeah, okay, there's this Bitcoin thing going on, I guess I'll go to this meeting, get the day off work, or get the, tell my professors that I won't be there because I'm going to this instead. We have a new group of people that are becoming really excited about what we're doing. And if you go to my my page, I've been here since 2019, but if you go and stalk my tweets, you know that I didn't, this account, Sincerely George, has been pretty dormant prior to I'd say prior to 2017, later part of 2017. It doesn't mean later part of 2017. It doesn't mean that I wasn't here in the space actually thinking about things that are going on. It just means that I didn't have anything to say. Nothing was inspiring me to really reach out and start saying stuff. I started to reach out and started to say stuff, and I actually got a tip from somebody who was trying to spread adoption of the XRP tip bot. And at that point, I was like, oh my goodness, I can plug in and share my knowledge with other people and really help people understand how quickly money can be transferred. And it was at that moment, not to go out and get more tips from other people, but to actually start spreading knowledge and adoption of what we're doing here. And it was actually 2018, so apologies on the dates. But, and that's when I, started working on, broadcasting and creating an easier way for people to connect into information about XRP, how it works, what's going on with it, so that hopefully they don't miss the boat before, we're at a point where it may be a lot more difficult to get in and start creating innovative solutions, or get in and invest at a good price. So, if you're new here, please hit the like button and subscribe. Please also know that usually we talk about things that are a lot more structured. I just missed 2 days, and I knew people were going to be upset with me. I enjoy doing this live stream. This is where I like to start my day, and just really helping everybody plug into different things that are going on in our community. So I apologize for not having my stream on Wednesday and Thursday, and for doing a live stream on Friday that doesn't cover much, but I'm still finding my brain has gone missing. I do have some good news, and I blame I have to share this. I could do it like this. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. So I lost my brain on Wednesday. Yeah, I think I lost my brain. I lost my brain on Wednesday because I can't even explain how it happened, but I decided to go to South by Southwest. And if you've ever been to South by Southwest, you know how amazing it is. It is the best. It's Disney for geeks. I love South by Southwest. I went for the first time last year, and at the end, I was like, I was almost in tears, not really tears, but my heart was crying because I was like, I didn't get to see it all. I didn't get to see it all, but at least, and this is how I got myself out of that down in the dumps position, was I was, at least I know that how I will do this next time. And I'm sorry I can't show this picture bigger, but this is what South by Southwest is like. People are smiling and having fun. It is absolutely awesome. You know, you have installations like this that people just set up. It's all about tech, and I am going to South by Southwest. I am so happy. I am so happy. I get to go to South by Southwest 2020. It's going to be an amazing experience. I'm already starting to prep. And the great thing about it is it's very much like the XRP Community Choice Awards, because you get to decide what is on display at South by Southwest. They are already out there asking people, what do you want to see? What panels do you want? Who do you want to be there? You have like stuff like this, like little robots walking around and stuff. It's fantastic. So to the people that inspired me to go and, you know, prodded me in that direction, I just want to say a massive thank you. Massive thank you. And I can't wait. So I look forward to bringing more technology information and news to the community. And now that I'm going to South by Southwest, I'm totally floored. I'm very excited about what's to come, and I'm still trying to find my brain because it's just totally on the fritz. So many things going on right now, and you know, helping people to connect with technology and figure out ways to get involved and actually, you know, learn, grow, and benefit from technology is one of the things that's a massive passion for me. And the fact that we're at the early phases of what XRP, you know, the XRP ledger is. Oh goodness, see, I can't even form sentences, but we're at the very beginning of this entire blockchain distributed ledger technology revolution, and helping people to plug into that and to really find their place and to profit off of it, whether it be as an investor, as a technologist that's working in this space, as a business person, whatever you do, there's a place for you in here. And helping people to realize that is key. I feel like I was part of that when, you know, we made the transition from old school phones to you know, what we now deem to be mobile technology. And I hopped on that bandwagon. I actually hopped on the bandwagon as soon as Google released their Android SDK. I was like, I'm working on that. And so I spent a long time working in the mobile space and just trying to help people realize how mobile would help get us there. And that's how I feel about what we're doing now with blockchain. But more importantly, what Ripple has helped to bring forward with the XRP ledger. I think it is the superior technology that's going to get us to the next stage. So I apologize for not having my brain this morning, but I work a little bit hard, and there comes a point where I can't work anymore. I just need to totally give my brain a break. That's what happened yesterday, and it's still coming back. My brain is still offline. My body's here. My brain's still offline. So on that note, enough of this, like, you know, being all upset about my brain still not being here. I'm just going to celebrate my enthusiasm for being in the technology space and the fact that I'm going to South by Southwest. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I can't wait. It is an amazing adventure. So if you're planning on going to South by Southwest, you have to let me know. We will connect there. It is a great event. I met so many great people last year who just inspired me to continue on my path. I'm really looking forward to it. So, and you know, last year was the first year that actually, let me find them. Like, just a second. Sorry to go off screen. I have to show you this because I've been holding on to this, but I let me see if I can take my headset with me. So I had, you know, because this is so small, when you think of Danny's, the fact that Danny has donated, what am I thinking about? Danny has donated a painting to the Here for XRP. And this is going to sound so geeky. I know people are going to laugh at me, but Danny's donated a painting to the Here for XRP event. And last year was the first year that Ripple actually had somebody speaking at South by Southwest. So I had been saving these because I collect stupid stuff. But these are actually going to be, because I went to South by Southwest last year because Joel Katz was going to be there. And I was like, this is the year I'm going to Disneyland. I don't care how much it costs. I'm going. And so I got these socks, and I also have pictures of Joel Katz. And I have to put them back in the bag. Just a second. Yes, I have a picture of Joel Katz because I was in the front row. I was standing in line for a very long time just to make sure that I got the best seat in the house. So I have a framed picture of Joel Katz because that was the first year that I think the masses may have been introduced to the XRP ledger and what's going on. So I have a framed picture and the socks. That is another small gift that we will be giving away during the Here for XRP Community Choice Awards. So on that note, I am going to get ready to sign off. Let me take a last look at the chat. My brain will be back. The crypto camper says, who could be upset that you're being human, SG? Yes, I can. The interesting part is this morning when I woke up, I was like, I think I understand why I was allowed to stay up so late when I was like, 5, 6, and 7, because I never stopped. My mother would let me stay up like as late as I wanted. She would go to bed, and I think her goal was that I would, I would stay up watching TV. I promise I will stay in this one spot. I won't move. And I'd watch Star Trek, and I actually got to watch, I'm going to date myself with that, so I'm not going to say it. But, I'd watch Star Trek well into the early morning, and then I'd get up and I'd go and not 5 or 6, like a little bit older than that, but I'd go and terrorize the community. I had my own little small business at that age, have my own little stand where I'd sell stuff. And yeah, I used to make money as a kid, and then I don't know what happened, but I had so much energy non-stop as a kid and never stopped thinking. I, expired checkbooks and stuff like that. I had my own little business. I was writing checks as a kid and doing all this stuff. So yeah, making me tired was a good thing, because if I was tired, that I only had so much energy. So get ready, because I'm gearing up. I'm going to have enough, and then my brain will go, yeah, crazy. So Rochelle, hey, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sick, very weak, but I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Rochelle. But thank you so much for stopping in. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and really excited that you are a member of the XRP community. So with that, I am going to let you go. But yeah, I had to sleep after 36 hours. It was fine. 1 or 2 hours and then back at it, and here I go again. So I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for being part of my journey and helping us to bring mass adoption of XRP Ledger, and to help introduce people that would never have heard about it and would be hearing about it as an after fact. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you feel better, Rochelle. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing day. And with that, I feel, I'm going to beat myself up. It was a horrible stream. But, yeah, I love you guys. And I will try to end the stream without it just cutting off at the end. I will try and do that, like by just not stop. I'll stop talking and then I'll end the stream. So I'll stop talking. Bye. End stream.